What's up, YouTube? Tops 85401 here. Good morning to everybody. We'll see how many people hop in here. If a lot of my viewers are like me, a lot of you guys are like me, you're not working right now. So, what is there to do? Might as well go live here on YouTube. We can talk about whatever you guys want once people start hopping in here. You know, baseball cards. What's going on with the coronavirus? Your thoughts on that? I do have a few cards here that I will show off. What's up, 4-leaf cards? Here, let me put on my glasses so I can see what everyone has to say. I want to try to make this an interactive live stream. Maybe archive it so 10 years down the road or 5 years down the road or maybe even next year I can watch it and say, thank God that shit's over, man. But anyways, hey, what's up, Vintage Oddball Cards? Welcome in. Tim, Jay's openings. What's up, guys? Welcome in. So I'll get this started off. What's up, Fox family? How you guys doing? And I'll show you guys some jumbo cards, and then we could I'll let you guys direct. Wow, I forgot I had that card. This is so cool. I'll let you guys kind of direct the direction of the conversation. And I need to get StreamYard so I can have people on here with me, because sometimes it's a lot of work hosting these live shows without somebody else on. What's up, Think Blue 77? Who else is on here? Baseball Card Blog. How you guys doing? So anyway, so I got some jumbo cards here I wanted to show off to you guys while we're getting started here. And these are the turkey red cabinet cards. Here's a beautiful one here. What up, Hardball Crazy in the house? Love that image with the sunset in the background. Such cool cards here. And I do have this morning, if my energy level goes up, I'm going to drink a Rockstar while I'm on here. I know a lot of people drink beer or take shots. I'm going to go with the energy drink just because I get pretty wired when I'm on an energy drink. But here we go. Here's another cabinet card of Barry Bonds. Love this card. This one has the ad back on the back. So cool. Topps Turkey Red in the house. So how many of you guys are out of work like me? We're all in this together. That's kind of like, I don't know. I woke up this morning and I was telling my wife, like, man, you know, I feel like I'm not doing much. I'm unproductive, but my part is just to make sure that I could do my best to prevent this thing from spreading and, you know, be supportive to people I know. I've been on the phone a lot, talking with friends. Yeah, a lot of people working more than ever. Yeah, it's like feast or famine. Either you're working 80 hours a week or you're not working at all. It seems like that's what's going on. I got a lot of friends that are still working. My wife, she's working, but she's working her regular 40-hour-a-week schedule, which is kind of nice for her. So here we go with a blanket card. Yeah, 4-leaf is working more than ever. Vintage oddball cards. Small business and shut down. Yeah, a lot of us are in that situation. I think there is light at the end of the tunnel, which is nice. It's kind of reassuring that there's light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know what it was like during World War II, but I can only imagine that it was. Here's another turkey red blanket. But I can only imagine it was maybe kind of like what we're experiencing now, where everybody wants to do their part to fight this coronavirus. And I'm can only hope that we will continue that and be more united to fight this as a country and as a globe, as a matter of fact, not just a country, but a globe. This is a really cool card here. This is a jumbo card. So we got commercial roofers not working as much. That kind of makes sense. This is a cool card, a Calistoga, like postcard thing. Nice jumbo card there. So some oddball pieces here to show off. Anyways, just kind of sharing my thoughts on that, and trying to stay busy, walking, calling friends, looking at baseball cards. I haven't gone live in a long time. I just haven't really felt like it, but today I woke up and I just like, it's going to be another month for me, and probably a lot of you guys, where you're just going to be at home. And I came to the realization I got to mix it up a little bit. I got to do something different than what I've been doing. I've showed this card off quite a few times. It's a team issue from the Pirates, Barry Bonds, and that one was signed. And then here's kind of a funny one. I don't know why someone would grade this, but kind of a cool jumbo upper deck card right there. What are the subgrades? We got 2 10s and 2 9.5s, so that one's in pretty good shape. This one, I think my friend Reese gave this to me when I went to Chicago, or when I was in Wisconsin visiting Ben. And it's these reusable decals. And you see a lot of the decal, just the single piece on eBay, and then the back of it has a large decal of Bonds. These are, I guess it's a 1992 decal. Kind of cool for the Bonds collection, something different. Love that piece. And then if you guys ever want to know what to do with those posters that you see a lot of vintage posters, and from 1998 Fleer Sports Illustrated, they basically, this poster came out of the packs, and what they did back in the 60s, and then with the 98 Fleer, and there's a few other issues that use this poster, is they're folded into quarters, so you can unfold them and actually put them in a top loader. So Vintage Oddball Cards wants to know when Bonds changed his signature. That's a great question. He actually changed it about 4 or 5 times. When he was a rookie, he signed Barry L. Bonds, and then he quickly changed it. I don't know. He changed it a bunch of times, but the new signature, the signature that Bonds is currently using, he started signing like that in 2004. And before that, he was signing like the BBS. But there we go. Here is a 91 Donruss Diamond King. This is the jumbo size Diamond King card. You'll notice the cards I'm going to be showing off as we kind of have our discussion here is they're all going to be jumbo cards, at least to start this live stream. Let's see what you guys are asking me. So Aranya boys, good morning, Nate, and everyone. Good morning, Aranya boys. Passion for cards. Hey, what's up, Matt? Do you prefer Bonds cards as a Pirate or Giant? I know if you're a Giants fan, but his early cards are awesome with Pittsburgh. I do agree. Of course, I prefer Bonds in a Giants uniform, though, because I am a Giants fan. But I love all Bonds cards. To Matt, to kind of answer that question, I've never really thought about it that much. I love all his cards, but if I were to have a cool card, would I rather have him in a Giants or Pittsburgh uniform? I'll go Giants all day. What's up? I have a few of those posters. Okay, so yeah, Joshua says he has a few of those posters. Yeah, try putting them in a top loader. It's a great way to display them. Yes, you be safe as well, Matt. And so here's a cool one here. This is a Top Stadium Club. And Jerome Yankees Cards sent this one to me a while back. Nice box topper there. Oh, these cards are always cool. I gotta like, I'll be right back. Okay. So these cards are cool. These are the master photos from Stadium Club. Really fun there. What's up, Curtis? How you doing, bud? There's another one. So we got one where Bonds is in a Giants uniform and one where he is in a Pittsburgh uniform. We got a 93 and a 94. Or maybe it's a 92 or a 93. Both those cards are cool. I like them equally. So Curtis, you just woke up. That's awesome. Sleeping in for the win. What's up, Pepino Man? I see you're in here. So who knows how long I'm going to be in here. I'm just doing this for the heck of it. So I got a couple of these Zenith, aka Penith cards. If you guys were on the live stream when I was with, I think it was Eric and Eric, I was combining the word Zenith and Pinnacle, and I said Penith, and people are not letting that one go. But so anyways, I got the are these the rip ones? I don't know. I've been kind of like, this one is a rip. I can feel the card inside, and it has not been ripped. Good question. Definitely there's a card inside, and this one too. Yes, both these are rip cards, but I haven't ripped them. I don't want to rip them. There's no reason for me to rip them because I have the cards that come inside already, both the silver and the gold in my Bonds collection. So, but who knows? What if you pull a Griffey or something? That would be sweet. But they are not ripped. However, they are rip cards. And if people want to know what I'm talking about, if you are familiar with Allen and Ginter, on these cards, you can actually cut open and there's a card inside, just like the Allen and Ginter. So these preceded the Allen and Ginter rip cards. So got both of those. And yes, there are cards inside. You can feel them when you press around. There is a card in there, but I'm not going to take it out. So I see a bunch of comments came in here. I'm just going to look back on those. So vintage oddball cards. Do I have the Bonds Johnny Ray card? I do not. And the reason why, and I've talked about that before, I'll answer that in a second, but I'm just going to say what's up to everyone. What's up, Big Harv? Who else? Big Harv. All right, so everybody else I've already said what's up to. But the reason why I don't have that Johnny Ray card is because it's pretty expensive, and if I'm going to spend that much money on a Bonds card, I want a Bonds card that has Barry Bonds on it. I don't want a picture of Johnny Ray. That's one of those cards, if I came across it at the right place and the right time, like all the stars would have to be aligned perfectly for me to purchase that card. But it's not one that's even really on my radar. I really don't have a desire to buy it just because it's so damn expensive. If it was $100 card or something, I'd probably buy it, but I'm not spending no, $1,000 to $5,000 on that card. So Pepino Man is a cardaholic. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Hot Corner Collection. Hope you're safe out there in the Chicagoland area. I hope everybody's safe. This one is a cool upper deck. What is it? They have a regular size version of this card as well. Home Run Explosion. Got that one. And then this card is cool. There's a regular size of this one too. You have to fill out the back to get the jumbo card. That's an O-Peachy. Let me see what your comments are here. So, hardball crazy. I didn't collect cards. First round player. All right. So you guys are just mainly talking amongst yourselves. So I'll just show off some more of these cards. Okay, check this out, man. I love these cards right here. So we got the Penith, aka Zenith, cards. These cards are great, man. This I think it's a 6x9 or whatever it is. I don't know. But these cards are cool. So Passion for Cards wants to explain the Johnny Ray card, so I will do that. So in 1987, Don Russ made a set called Opening Day, and it was a box set. And the first print run of that set featured a card of Barry Bonds, but the card had a picture of Johnny Ray, even though it said it was Barry Bonds. So Don Russ thought Johnny Ray was Barry Bonds. And then there's the Dufex version of the same card. You can see the difference. Love that Dufex technology. And Don Russ, of course, caught the error really, really early on, corrected the error immediately. And for a long time, there was a thought that there was about 100 of those Johnny Ray error cards put into circulation. I think it's a lot more than that, though. And that's kind of the story behind the Johnny Ray error card from 1987, Don Russ Opening Day. This card's real cool. It's totally beat up. So what's up, Jay's Openings? Loves the Starburst cards. Is that, I don't even, this one here is a 1989 TV Sports Mailbag. This card is actually on a checklist. Probably on trading. I don't know if it's on Trading Card Database, but it is on some of the checklists. No, I do not have the Johnny Ray error card. So there we go. And then there's the back. And this card has been through a lot, but my buddy Reese gave it to me. And I don't need a clean example. I mean, this is what I mean by I'm a true collector. I'm looking at this thing. It's stained and creased. And I don't care. I love the card because my buddy Reese gave it to me. They're hard to find, and I don't need a replacement upgrade or anything. I'm real happy with this example right here. Great card. Love it. Don't care that it's creased. I don't care that it's stained. And then we got the, many of you that collected in the 90s will probably remember the Don Russ Studio Jumbos. So I got the 97 and 98 Jumbos. And there are parallels on these. I haven't been able to track any of them down. But these cards are really cool. So Curtis, you got a PSA 3 Brett rookie. That's a great card. I think I got a PSA 4 75 Topps Mini George Brett rookie, and I do love that George Brett rookie card. It's a great card. Bond said Johnny Ray was the craziest player he played, but that's interesting. I did not know Bond said that. So, you guys want to hear something interesting? Is yesterday I was on the phone with my YouTube brother, Aaron Davis. And we were bullshitting. We were talking about bat knob cards, and in 2020, Leaf made a bat knob card of Barry Bonds, and it said SHAM on the knob. And I have an image of the card. I don't own the card, but I like to get images of cards that I'll never own. I got a few cards that I have just to know that they're out there, and just to have a photo example. It's kind of, I'm never going to own the card, but it's fun to still look at the cards, a photo. So I have a photo of this card, and if you go onto eBay sold listings, you can find the card on eBay and see the picture for yourself. If you go to Barry Bonds bat knob and then look under baseball cards, you'll find it because it's still there. But Aaron and Davis and I were doing a little research, and we found that the reason why it said SHAM, it didn't have the E, it just said SHAM, that was short for shameless. So Barry Bonds was putting sham, aka shame, aka shameless, on the knob of his bat. And I did not know that until we were doing some research. I guess my point is there's always an opportunity to learn more about the players. Just like Barry Bonds, I didn't know until just now that Bonds thought Johnny Ray was the craziest guy he ever played with. Maybe Johnny Ray was playing a joke on Don Russ, and That's how he ended up on Bond's rookie card on the opening day set. So let me look through some of your comments here. So, oh man, somebody has the 8x10 Studio signed by Barry. That's got to be a fantastic card. Brett's autos are expensive. Yeah, I think George Brett autos start at like around $80. This is more exciting than my work webinar. Hey, right on, Four Leaf Cards. Perhaps I should host your work webinars from now on. So it says, remember the great sports. Says, funny you mentioned the bat knob cards. I actually ran into former MLBer Brad Ziegler in February, who is known as a card collector, and he said all he collects is knob cards. Interesting. That's got to be a really sweet collection. So what's up, Callihog 415? And then Four Leaf, what's up? What's up, all you guys? Okay, so I'm going to show some more cards. These are more oddball size cards. These are always kind of weird. These are kind of weird cards. It says they were made in Taiwan too. They're a Fleer product. I don't know how they were distributed, to be honest, but these are like plastic, and you could like cut out the perforations and then turn it into a 3D image of Bonds. I don't know. I collect Bonds. That's why I have them, right? What am I going to do with those? I don't know. And of course, you got classics like the 89 Bowman. Love that card. Pittsburgh Pirates for the win. Love that 89 Bowman. Other cards that I love, absolutely love. These cards, in my opinion, are grossly underrated. The production is low relative to the era, and the cards are beautiful. I'm just going to show these. I'm going to showcase them a little bit. But this is the 88 Topps Big. And then vintage oddball cards. I'll look at your question in a minute, but I'm just going to show these cards off real quick. And then I love the backs too. All that colorful backs, the comic strip. But these cards are grossly underrated in my opinion. I enjoy collecting them. I actually have several rookies that were made over the years as well from this. I got like a Sammy Sosa rookie card. And anytime I get players that I collect, I actually enjoy just putting them into Ultra Pros, these card savers, and having them in my collection. There's the 1990 Topps Big, and again, just a fantastic back. These cards are beautiful in my opinion. Love them. And then here's another one. That's the 89. Newark Sports Cards, thank you for hopping in. I appreciate you supporting the channel. There we go with the 89. And then this one's cool. This is like a phone card. Really nice there. This one is still in the original packaging, so I decided to put it in this card saver. And then you can see the back. That's a cool one there. And then this is the Pro Canada. I did not know what this was. I'm not going to open it up, but it's like a little book. And if you open it up, there's a image of Barry Bonds in there. It is on the checklist on Trading Card Database, which I thought was interesting. A lot of this stuff you won't see on Trading Card Database. So let me get to that question here. Started on YouTube, and how has your channel changed? That is a good question. And I don't really think I have told that story a million times. People typically don't ask me that question. So who got me started on YouTube? I would say probably back in 2008, 9, 10, somewhere in there. I was on the computer like a lot of people used to get started on YouTube. I don't know if it's like that so much now. But I just looked up baseball cards one day because as a collector, I collect cards. My family comes over, I show them my cards. They're like, whatever, Nate, I don't want to look at those. My friends come over, I show them my cards. They're like, Nate, I don't want to look at those. I'm like, well, who the hell do I show my collection to? Who do I share my collection with? I was on an island as a collector, right? I didn't know anybody that collected locally. I go to the card shops. That was fun to go there, but other than that, there was really no one I could share my collection with. And there were no other collections that I could look at. And then I discovered that there were people that had collections on YouTube. I probably started off by looking at like box breaks, like 2007 Sterling box breaks and 2008 box breaks. But then I discovered a channel called King of Steak. And he doesn't make videos anymore, but we actually have become friends over the years. But he was a Barry Bonds collector. And I was like, this is heaven. There's another Bonds collector out there. And he really enjoyed the hobby. And then, of course, once I started watching King of Steak videos, I started watching all the collectors videos, not so much box breaks, but just like collectors. And I did that for about a year, never made any content because I had no way of making content. I didn't have a computer. I didn't have a computer with a webcam. And back then there were no smartphones. This is way before smartphones. So I didn't really have a way to make videos, but then I got a computer that had a webcam, and what was the first thing I did? That's right, the first thing I did was figure out how to create a YouTube channel and start making content. And but to kind of make a long story short, seeing other player collections and this guy named King of Steak, he's the one that kind of got me wanting to make videos. And we're still friends to this day, and we converse from time to time. He still collects Bonds cards, and yeah, that's what got me started. And I think I made my first video in 2011, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, moving right along with the jumbo cards. We got the 89 Bowman. Tiffany, love this card. And I love the fact that you can find screw downs that fit these larger size cards. So fantastic card there. And let me see if I can catch up on some more comments. So Pepino Man knows what's up. He says, call me from a payphone using the calling card. Yes, I think I'll do that. I'll break that calling card out. Of course, the code is no good now, but yeah, I mean, so baseball card blog says, hated those Topps big cards because they wouldn't fit in boxes and always got damaged. Well, now there's a way around that. So the supplies have caught up to those cards. You do have to put a little more effort into collecting them, but I think that if you enjoy them, it's worth it to have them in your collection. So remember the Great says, what's up? Been a long time no see. Hey, welcome in. Newark Sports Card Plus. What's up? Oh man, Curtis Hendricks said he deleted his first video because they were sad and embarrassing. Yeah, I think my first video I ever recorded, I deleted as well, but I do have, my oldest video is actually on my Baseball Card Junkies TV channel, because that originally was my channel, and it was called N Blackford 1412, but I stopped using that channel, and then when my buddy Eric and I started making content together, I renamed it Baseball Card Junkies TV, and that's kind of the history on that channel. But here's another cool card, Fleer Extra Bases. So what's up, Anthony? Love this card, these tall boy cards. Cool card there. Love that one. And then here's a cool one. Well, here's another Extra Bases. This is like an insert from that product. And there's the back. That's a fun one there. Oh man, I didn't realize I had this. This is cool. This is a Super Hitters. I've been trying to do the trading card database checklist, and I remember seeing this card, and I didn't check it off the checklist because I forgot I had it or I didn't see it. But there we go. That's a nice one there. Love the disc cards. The food issue disc cards, all those oddball cards, they're awesome. And then this one is cool. This is the 1996 Stadium Club Extreme Player Winners Gold Redeemed. God, this card is gorgeous. And any of you guys that have ever seen these cards in person, they are just ridiculous. Ridiculous beautiful. I actually have a copy of the card that you would have sent into Topps to get this card as well. And there's a back. It's actually made out of a hunk of brass. Really thick, too. This thing weighs a lot. It's not made out of cardboard. It's made out of metal. Cool card there. And then these are cool. The, oh, man. All the dust. Anyways, the Allen and Ginter. And I got to get the 2006 version of this card. There's one on COMC, but the seller wants like way too much money for it. But that's a 2007 version. And then, love this card too. I think this came out of a game or something. Not exactly sure. But it's a disc. A jumbo-sized disc card. It's like riding a bike. You'll get better with practice. Yes, making videos is a lot like riding a bike. When I look at some of my older videos, they weren't nearly as good. You'll get more comfortable in front of the camera, too, as you go on. It becomes second nature. So here's a cameo card. This is technically on the checklist. It might be on a Bonds checklist. But the front features Bonds and Ripken. The back is it just says it's Cal Ripken Jr. This is the only cameo card that I have in my Bonds collection. All the other ones I don't really count as Bonds cards. But this one is, a lot of checklists consider that a Bonds card. Here's a box topper from 99 Topps. Nothing exciting there. This card is exciting though. I love this card. Gallery of Heroes, stained glass. I mean, how gorgeous is this thing? The jumbo. There is a regular size version of this card as well, but got the jumbo here to show off as I am showing all my jumbo size Bonds cards in this live feed. If you get the right lighting, this thing really looks beautiful. There's the back. Nice card there. I've seen a lot of people show those off lately. And then these are fun. From Fleer. If you fold this tab down, the bottom portion will be Jeff Kent. So, but I have it unfolded in this top loader. I'll show you guys, what the heck. I got nothing better to do. So it shows Bonds and Kent statistics on the back, and then if you fold this tab down here, now you got Jeff Kent, right? So kind of a weird card. But there we go. Oh, somebody got a sweet Bob Horner rookie card for the win. That's cool. Here's some cool ones here. These are all the polar bear back variations. They do have some rarer backs. But we got, I forget what these are called. TF36. These are like tobacco card reprints. But those cards there. And when these come out of packs, actually the player photos are folded in half. And they use like this weird rubbery adhesive. So you got to be careful when you unfold them. So what I did is I unfolded them and then put them in these ticket top loaders. And they display beautifully in here. So this is the one with Nick Johnson. I think that's Nick Johnson. Oh no, Jason LaRoche and Barry Bonds. And then this one here is Nick Johnson and Barry Bonds. And these are the more common polar bear backs. I don't have any of the rare backs, but they do have some short print backs as well. But those are cool. And let's see here. So those are cool. And then let's see. Oh, this one here. This one, I should get this size top loader. Oh, I do have the same one. Okay. It's the ticket studs. It looks like a ticket stub. And these were distributed, folded in half. They came out of regular size packs. You can kind of see the crease on the back where it's folded, where it came folded in half. But that's a cool card too. I like those oddball size cards. So if there's anything else you guys want to talk about, just bring up any questions. I'm just showing cards off till we can sink into a topic here. Rockstar. 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 Yeah. Okay. This card was, have I ever met Barry? No, I have not. I'm sure at some point I will meet him. It's not really a bucket list thing for me to do. This was a replacement card and when I bought it at the time, I didn't realize it was a replacement card. Yes, that stained glass card is sweet indeed. But you could tell it was a replacement card because it shows it's out of 250, but it doesn't tell you what number it is out of 250. So when you're buying Fleer stuff, just look out for that, because when they went bankrupt, all their assets were sold, including the replacement cards at their facility. Now here's a cool one here. These are from 94 Finest. I think it was like Griffey, Thomas, and Bonds, and these were like a redemption set. Similar to this card here as far as like being like a hunk of metal. This one doesn't use the refractor technology though. But there we go, got both of those. I guess they're the same exact size now that I'm looking at them. Interesting. And my only Bonds booklet card, besides, well, that other one I guess you could call a booklet too. But this is a real booklet. Is this one. Look at that stitching in there. I didn't pay a lot for this card. And when I bought it, I was really fired up because a seller included this magnetic. He shipped it in the magnetic. And he had stated on the auction that he was shipping it in a magnetic, and that's probably the only reason why I bid on it, so I didn't have to go out and find a magnetic for it. But that's a cool card there, a nice booklet. Cool to have in the collection. And then this one is not a booklet, but I have it displayed unfolded. You could argue that it is an old school booklet. It's from Topps Laser. And when they're distributed, this panel is actually closed, but I opened it up and put it in a large top loader. Okay, so Remember the Great Sports has a question. He asked me, do I focus on new cards or playing era cards? Cards that come out. And the answer to that question is really easy. I don't have an option of buying new Barry Bonds cards because he hasn't been in any product since 2017. And between the years of 2014 and 2017, he was in Panini. And then in 2016 and 2017, Bonds was in Topps. As far as like pack issued cards that weren't autograph or memorabilia cards, he was in 2015 Panini Prism and 2014 a product from 2014 Panini. I can't remember what it is, and that's it. Everything else was either memorabilia or autograph cards. So post career, there really is nothing to collect of Bonds, which is awesome. for me. I mean, I have picked up a lot of the memorabilia cards and autograph cards post-career, but really, other than those two products, he hasn't, like, he doesn't have any base cards to collect. So there's really nothing out there for me to collect. So here's one that my wife got me. This is a Barry Cola card here. Yeah, he's not in anything. Nothing since 2017 Bonds has been in. I mean, you'll see him in that Leaf product in 2019 and 2020, but I don't count that as Barry Bonds cards, and I'll tell you why. Because the cards that Bonds is featured on in the Leaf product, it doesn't have an image of Barry Bonds. It has an image of Barry Bonds' jersey. And that's because Leaf doesn't have the rights to Bonds' image, and they don't have any licensing. So all they can do is say Barry Bonds and then put a picture of his jersey. And to me, that's not really a baseball card. It's a card of somebody's jersey, not a card of a player. I don't collect cards that I just, to me, it's not a card. Everybody collect how they want. I'm not saying that you shouldn't think that they're not baseball cards. It's just, in my opinion, I don't consider them real cards. That's just my opinion. So if you enjoy 2020, 2019 Leaf, I got a great friend, one of my best friends that loves that product, and I just happen not to be a big fan of it because of that. So here's a post serial card. Again, this card was distributed, folded in half. But I have this one, which was never folded in half because this card was never put into a post serial box. This is like a proof. And there's the back of it. So it's like a jumbo card. You could see where it would have been folded in half had it been put in a box of cereal. But yeah, that's a cool card there. And then we got a bunch of other jumbos. Guys, I'm going to be right back. I'll be right back. I will be right back. And then I'll show you some more cool jumbo cards, and we can continue to hang out and do whatever it is we do here when we're stuck at the house. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, what do we got here? Let me put that one down here. All right, let me show these off here. Oh, this card, I get a kick out of this card. This is a really cool one. So we got this card. You'll see that there's a hole in it. And the reason why there's a hole is because this is the backing to a button that you would like put on a hat or a pin. Maybe it's called a pin, not a button. And I didn't want to cut the bottom off. You could kind of see where you could potentially cut the bottom off to make it like a regular size card, but I like it like this. This thing is really cool. You don't see, well, I guess you could probably find these if you looked hard enough. But I picked this up at the Saramonte show several years, or maybe about a year ago. Somebody sold it to me. I can't remember who sold it to me, but that's a cool one right there. I really like that card. I get a kick out of that kind of that oddball stuff, you know. Here's another one. Nice jumbo upper deck card. There is a gold version of this as well. Someday I'll pick up. And then this one here, Topps Full Shot. I don't know how these were distributed, but it's a larger size card. So Curtis Hendricks wants to know, do I research these cards before I buy them or then buy and research? I would say probably more of a buy and then research. The only way I would research prior to purchasing is if the card was really, really expensive. But if it's inexpensive, I'll just buy it and then I'll kind of research and figure out where the distribution came from. Like mainstream jumbo cards like this, I mean, like Upper Deck, you know, they're either box toppers or redemptions. They're not no big mystery, but like that pen backing, I mean, that's obviously, I knew what it was when I bought it. So Remember the Greats is letting me know. Topps Full Shot were a Walmart exclusive. Come on those clamshell things. Okay, that's pretty cool. I did not know that. Okay, so a vintage oddball card says, let's see, his sister's son, my son is 25 years old now. He would show at games, very easy to talk to and very generous to the school. So vintage oddball cards, are you talking about? I don't know. I'm not, maybe you're not, I don't know what that was in regards to, but sounds like somebody that's cool. So this one here is kind of like the Red Man Tobacco card, kind of. You guys are familiar with the Red Man Tobacco cards from the 50s? Okay, talking about Bonds, yeah. So, oh, okay, he knew Barry's sister. Gotcha. Very nice. Yeah, that's a cool card there. And then we got some Upper Deck. This one here is cool. And then this one is fun. This is a postcard. That one there. And then I got some shiny ones in here too. So I'll show off those. I love the old box topper refractors. This card has lived a little, but I love it. Star Quest. I do not have a Pinnacle inside can. I'd like to get the 96 and the 97. And of course, when those things were readily available, I never thought about buying one that just featured bonds. And now that it's what, 25 years later or so, I kind of wish I had them. If I went to a card shop or something and found them, I would certainly buy them if they were priced right. So there we go, another Upper Deck jumbo card. These ones are numbered to 10,000. Here's a nice one, a Donruss Elite. And I'm not sure how these were distributed. If one of you guys know how the 93 Donruss Elite jumbos were distributed, these actually were rarer than the regular ones. These are numbered to 5,000. Man, is that like a dog hair in there? But the regular size ones are numbered to 10,000. But this is a cool card here. And one of my favorite sets of all time. I got the refractor version of this card, but there is a non-refractor version, and it's eluded me. But 1998 Topps Finest. Man, I just love these cards. They're fucking beautiful. God, I love them. So that one's cool. And then the 2000 Finest, I do have both versions. So there we go. So yeah, I see you're saying that there's what is it? They're a can. Yeah, I know there's $8 is those cans aren't. I wouldn't pay $8 for one of those cans. It's just not. I guess it probably just costs so much money to ship those out. So, but I'm gonna keep an eye out, and if I ever find one in person, I pick it up for $3 or $4. I'll do it, but I wouldn't pay $8 for it. There's just too much other stuff I can. Well, right now I'm not really even buying anything, so it doesn't even matter if it's available. So we got the 94 Finest Jumbo. They did not make a refractor version of the 94 Finest Jumbo. So that's cool. Yeah, that's cool if your LCS has them, hardball. And then I picked this up at the 2014 National. And it's really cool. I don't know, they're some kind of stickers. And it came in a blister pack, and the blister pack was kind of damaged, so I took it out, and I was like, what do I do with these? And I decided to put it in a top loader, but you got, there we go, Barry Bonds on there. You got Griffey. Let's see, you got Andrew Jones, A-Rod, Johnny Damon, Derek Jeter, Cal Ripken Jr., Chippa Jones, Ken Griffey Jr., the El Gato Grande, the big cat Andres Galarraga, Barry Bonds, Frank Thomas, Juan Gonzalez, and Mike Piazza. So a fun piece for the collection. That's how I archive it. I put it in this top loader. They are stickers, but they're cool, man. I like it. And then I got a bunch of these Upper Deck award winners. I think I saw Zombie Collector busting the 93 Leaf, and these are box toppers. And so I have both the box toppers here of Bonds, and they are numbered to 10,000 each. And it looks like they 1 of 10, 4 of 10. So got a couple of them. There were 10 players and 10,000 cards each. And then here's another one from 93 Leaf. This must be like Series 2. These two must be like Series 1 or 2, and this must be Series 1 or 2. I don't know which is which, but this one's also numbered to 10,000, the Dominators. But yeah, man, collecting jumbo cards it's fun. And I'm so glad they have top loaders for me. We got those, and then here we go. I got more. Another stack here. This one's cool. Love this card. Great photo. Must have been a top box topper. Here's the back. So guys, feel free to ask questions or come up with topics. I'm just showing these off in between topics and questions. So I don't really have any kind of specific agenda for this video. Here's another. Did I just show this one? I must have just shown. Oh, I must have put it. Huh. Oh, I didn't realize I had 2 of these Dominators. And then 2 of the award winners. Okay. I guess there were 2 of them. All right. Now, this is my favorite jumbo card of all time. This card is beautiful. And there are, I believe, around 60 copies of this card total. Really tough one. It's a 97 Bowman's Best Atomic Refractor Jumbo. So let's see. Curtis Hendricks has a question. If we get baseball this year, are you going to be seeing any Giants games in person? That is a fantastic question. And the way I could answer it is I have absolutely no idea. God, this card is beautiful. And the reason why I say that is I don't know how comfortable I would be going to a baseball game if there is baseball this year. So, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm like a high risk to be, like hospitalized and potentially die from the coronavirus. However, I am asthmatic. So I have to be more careful. A lot of people, when this coronavirus first popped up, people are saying, well, it's just a real bad flu. But it's not, because 10% of the people that get it have to be hospitalized, and within the hospitalized people, 10% die. And that's why our healthcare system is being overwhelmed, obviously because the spread is so easy as well. Here's another great refractor. God, this card is beautiful. So I have to be careful, guys, because I'm asthmatic and because the behavior of how the virus affects people is somewhat unpredictable, but within people that have respiratory issues, it's definitely you're more at risk. I don't think I have any business really going to a ball game this year. So vintage oddball card says, let me see what he's asking. Did you used to live in the Bay Area? So I mean, I used to live. Yeah, I mean, I pretty much lived in the Bay Area my whole life. If you want to consider the North Bay, north of San Francisco, like I live in Sonoma County. It used to not be considered part of the Bay Area, but I think now it's pretty much considered part of the Bay Area. So technically, I still live in the Bay Area, I would say. Here's another, what is this? Oh, this is like a bookmarker from the Barry Cola collection. So, and then love the 90s. Chico, okay. Curtis lived in Chico. Yeah. Berkeley and San Francisco, yeah. I spent a lot of time in Berkeley when I was a kid. There we go. There's the back. These are intended to be bookmarks from Barry Cola. Here's a cool card. I don't know how these are distributed. I'm guessing they were box toppers. But we got the materials. There's like a piece of, like the image of Bonds is printed on cloth there. That's a jumbo card. Kind of interesting card. Ah! All you guys that were kids in the 80s that collected cards in the 80s are going to remember this card. Love this card. Great card. Comment in the live feed, or if you're watching this archive, you're welcome to comment down below. If you know what this card is right here, I'll leave it up there for a minute. So remember, the Greats knows what it is. He says he collects these. Yep. There we go. I actually had the Talking Baseball record player. There's a record on the back. You could put these in this record player and it would play highlights from that player. And I don't know what happened to that record player. That thing like disappeared. I had a bunch of the cards too from my childhood. This card I actually bought maybe 10 years ago. But I don't know what happened to my childhood collection of these cards. They disappeared. Who knows what happened to them? Oh, so remember the Greats did a video on that. That's cool. Yeah, Baseball Talk was awesome for sure. So Curtis Hendricks has never seen it. This is from 89. I think they did them in like 89 and 90. And there was this little machine that you put this card in, and then, the back of it's like a record player, and it would play an audio highlight of that player. So here we go. We got the 1999 Topps Chrome. These are the Super Chrome and the Super Chrome Refractor of Barry Bonds. So those are cool. I remember when these were still available in packs when this product launched. They came in big packs, and I think you got like 2 or 3 cards in a pack, and there were like 1 or 2 refractors in a box. I remember I never busted packs of that, but I saw other people. And then I got the 98 as well. But I love those Super Chrome refractors. They're just beautiful. Basically just a larger version of the regular top set. Not every player was included in the Super Chrome. And then, who remembers these? Or at least the product that these came from? Man, this card is so cool. We got that's right, Homer's Cookies. Just such a cool card. Fantastic image of the great Barry Lamar Bonds. There we go. Yeah, get the refractor of that McGuire. It's a beautiful card. I had the 98 refractor at one point. And I ended up trading it for a Jeter SP rookie card about, I don't know, 8 or 9 years ago. And then we got a 93 Finest Jumbo of Barry Bonds. Obviously a box topper from 93 Finest. And that's it, guys. Those are all my jumbo cards. So I ran out of stuff to show, but I'm not necessarily going to hop off here unless nobody has anything they want to talk about. Like I said earlier, I didn't have any specific agenda this morning. I just figured I'd hop on here and hang out and see what people were up to and go live just for my own amusement, your amusement too, hopefully. But let me just put these cards away real quick. And if you guys want me to bust out more cards or have anything you want to talk about, either way, it's all good with me. So let's see here. Have I ever seen the Barry Bobby Bonds board game? No, I haven't. That sounds interesting. So, yeah, it was a good trade for me. The Jeter that I got it had lived a little. It certainly wasn't in good condition. And I ended up giving it to my friend. So that was cool. Huh, what happened here? Yeah, the card had lived a little. It wasn't like it was in perfect shape or anything. Wow, that's weird. Got like oh, wow, my first baseball mitt was a hand-me-down, and it had Bobby Bonds' signature on one. Man, it's funny you guys mentioned the mitt. There is this mitt card. There's this card that Bonds has where when you bought like a Barry Bonds model mitt, there was like a card that was attached to the mitt. And I don't know that it was intended to be a baseball card, but it's approximately the size of a baseball card. There's a hole in it because they use like a zip tie to attach it to the mitt when it was new. And one popped up on eBay, and I really want to get that card, but I'm not going to buy it now just because I'm not buying any cards. But man, it's a cool looking card. And I know somebody that's going to end up getting it, which it'll be cool to see it in their collection. But yeah, just a cool piece. Stuff like that I love. Anyways, I got to grab a new Ultra Pro because the one that this card was sitting in was funky. Man, look at that. What the heck? There's like this red funk on it. I don't know why I'm showing you this, but this is going in the garbage. So I'll be right back. I need to grab an Ultra Pro. All right. There we go. I literally have nothing to do, guys, so I might just stay on here just because I have nothing to do. I don't know. I just feel like I have nothing to do. I mean, like I said on that one video I posted a few days ago, it feels like Groundhog Day. I mean, God, last night my wife and I were hanging out watching TV, and I had to ask her, like, what day is it? Like, I don't know what day of the week. It's so weird. Like, I don't know what day of the week it is. I don't care what day of the week it is. I'm just kind of, and I mean, I know a lot of us are in the same boat, and it's good to talk about it because that way we all know that we're feeling the same, I suppose. But yeah, it's just like fucking Groundhog Day, man. It's like, what do I do with myself? I I don't know. I guess look at baseball cards, read books, watch TV. I got to study for a test, and because I will be making a career change, I could study for my test. Clean the house. My wife and I have been joking for the last couple of weeks. You know, I'm the house bitch now. And she laughs about it. She keeps, you know, she laughs about it now. And I'm glad that we can laugh about it. You know, I'm the house bitch. I got to do all the cleaning and all the laundry. And I'm glad to do it. I'm really glad to do it. I mean, I need to feel productive in some capacity. And if that means I'm a house bitch, I'm a house bitch, you know. So anyway, evidently I'm proud to be one right now. I got to be something, right? I can't just be the guy that doesn't go to work and plays with baseball cards all day, right? Anyway. Yeah, Vintage Oddball Card says he has nothing to do. You know what I got to do, guys, is I got to figure out how to get StreamYard on. That way I can have Vintage Oddball Cards hop on here and we could co-host a show together or something if nobody has anything going on, or whoever wants to co-host a show with me. I know that the live feeds are a lot more entertaining when there's multiple people hosting, but yeah, I got to do that. The problem is, it's like my Google account is set up on a different email address than I use for this channel, and it is just kind of problematic. And that's why I haven't been able to do it. Anyways, I got all my cards put back here. Oh, man. Okay, let's get them all. All right, there they are. All my other jumbos in this off-the-wall Vans box, right? When I was a kid, I used to love the off-the-wall Vans box because you could stick a piece of paper in the middle and do 2 perfect rows of baseball cards. This is way, way before they were making like the boxes specifically made for cards. And I guess they had the cards for like complete sets, the boxes, but I never saw them when I was a kid. I was just buying packs at 7-Eleven, you know. I didn't know that they even had hobby shops when I was a kid. I just bought whatever I could find at the corner store. All right, guys, I've finished my Rockstar. And put my cards back. Maybe I'll bust out another box. Is there any request on what you guys want to look at? Yeah, man, I got to put all this stuff away. All right, so, okay, so Jay is sorting McGuire cards right now. Okay, Nukes Sports Cards Plus is watching at work, helping his day go by. Right on, man. I'm glad I could help your day go by. Curtis says, I remember 7-Eleven having packs. Heck yeah, they had packs, man. Oh, shit, you and your brother would steal them. Man, I remember like back in 83, the first year where I was like buying packs without like my dad buying me packs. You know, I've told the story before. In 78, my dad bought me a few packs, and then in 83 is when I really started collecting and buying packs with my own money. And it was the 7-Eleven in El Cerrito, California, where I used to get all my packs. And I remember the 83 Topps, that box, the wax box with Reggie Jackson on the box. So that 83 Topps Reggie Jackson card is just, every time I see that card, it just takes me right back to my childhood because he was featured on the wax box. And just the 83 Topps, just really enjoy that set so much. Not only it is, I mean, I'm really lucky that I got introduced to the hobby, really introduced to the hobby in 83, because that was such a fantastic set and a fantastic year to collect. You had the swing, or not necessarily swinging A's, but you had the Oakland A's and Ricky Henderson locally. The Giants didn't really feature anybody that was super exciting, but the A's and Ricky Henderson, and I lived like in El Cerrito, so I could hop on BART. For you that are familiar with the Bay Area, I lived about a block away from the BART station at the El Cerrito Plaza, so I could walk to the BART station, to 5-minute walk or whatever, hop on BART, and it was about a 35-minute ride on BART, and it would take you right to the Oakland Coliseum, and then I could watch the Oakland A's. And back then, the Coliseum, the back of the Coliseum was open, and there was a chain link fence, and then you know how they have the chain link fence, and they put those like wood pieces of wood so that you can't really see through it. Well, I remember me and my friends, we'd like put our, like try to get in between those pieces of wood and just get a glimpse of the game, just enough if we couldn't afford to go in the gate and watch the game, and then just go back to the BART station and go home. And I mean, I was doing this at 10 years old, 9, 10 years old. My mom didn't care. She just, all I had to do is be home by 5 o'clock for dinner, and she didn't care what I was doing. So man, those are good times, and buying cards, and oh man, 83 Tops brings back so many memories. I love that set, and I don't know what got me started talking about that, but yeah, that's my thoughts on 83 Tops. I'm just going to put this stuff away and take care of a couple of things. I'll be right back. And then if you guys got anything you want to talk about, comment in the comments. And like I said, I don't know. I mean, if I hop off, what am I going to do? Sit in the kitchen and look at my dogs? I don't know. So anyway, I just hang out here. I'll be right back. All right, so I'll see if anybody. People must be busy today. Not too many people on here. All right, Curtis, thanks for stopping in. Yeah, he rode Bart to A's games as well. So Jay's Openings wants to know, do I have a lot of the 88 and 89 Top stickers? Yes, I have several of them. So everyone's cutting out. Well, thank you everybody that was in here. Maybe I'll get I'll get my binder of oddball bonds cards, and I'll show you what stickers I have if you guys want to see them. So Vintage Oddball card says, I'm an old fart. My first packs were the 71 cards. Love the coins. I still have many of them. Unfortunately, most are beat up. Well, the coins, of course, are going to get beat up if you're collecting them as kids. I have a few of the coins. They're cool. I have, actually, dang, I don't even know where it is. I have an old Willie Mays coin from, I don't know what it's from. Oh yeah, I still have it. It's beat to hell, but I love it. I'll show it to you guys. And then I'll grab my oddball stuff here. The people seem to like the oddball stuff. This one here is really cool. It actually, yeah, look at this thing, man. This thing probably was underground and someone found it with a metal detector. Look at the back of it. The whatever writing was on the back is gone, but I love displaying this just because it, a lot of times older stuff that's beat up like this is just a lot of fun. you know, I don't need this kind of stuff to be mint to enjoy it. But really cool piece. I actually like that it's beat up because it gives it a little bit more character and definitely more enjoyable to look at on display rather than having a pristine example of one of these. But a cool piece in my collection there. Don't remember the 71 Tops coins. I don't know what year that one is. But anyways, oh, guys, you want to see something cool that I did? I'll show you this, and then I will show the stickers. I always thought that this is like me always trying to figure out how to get a baseball card out of thin air. So here we go. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So there was a Barry Cola box set that came out in 1991. It was a 12-card set. And it came in a box. And the box housed the set itself. Well, I decided to cut the box up and make 2 cards out of it. So this is the front of the box. So I cut that panel off, made a card out of it. And we got some of the cards in the set. So that's the front of the box. And then the back of the box is this miniature card here. And of course, it's the same image of card number 12 in the set. Anyway, I just thought that was cool, man. It turned out real good. Glad to have those. I can't remember if I counted those 2 pieces as unique cards in my collection, but that's kind of a little fun thing I did there. And then you're asking about the stickers. There's so many of those stickers available. I wish I had the O-Peachy ones. Those ones are kind of harder to find. But you're asking about these. And then all the back variations. So I'm missing one of these. I was doing the trading card database checklist, and there's one that I don't have. I think these are the 89 or 90. I can't remember. 80. I don't know. 89, I guess. Oh. Then I got a few more. And then some different years. So yeah, there's a bunch of them out there. And then O-Peachy made a few. Of course, 87. I got that one. Oh yeah, those. Yeah, I put them in here. I have a couple of extras of the 87s. Who the heck is that? I forget who that is with Bonds. Oh, Neil Allen. That's right, Neil Allen. Yeah, on the 87, there was like a hardback test issue, and then the real thin sticker. I think they ended up going with the hardbacks after that, because all the other ones don't have that real thin sticker stock like Panini. Anyways, guys, it looks like no one's really has much to say anymore, so I'm going to hop off here just because I am going to archive this, and I don't want people to watch it and get bored 5 years down the road if they decide to watch this video. So I'm going to hop off. Thanks for tuning in and helping me not stay bored. And okay, so Vintage Oddball Card says, let me see, we got a bunch of Jay's openings. Do you have any of the, okay, the stickers. Does Bonds have many error cards? Do you have any? Not really. I mean, I have one that I can show later. But anyways, I'll show that later. I'll go out showing this freaking awesome coin of Willie Mays. I'm not sure what year it is, but I love it. I guess it's 64. Really cool piece. So thanks, guys, for hopping in. And everybody that watches this archived, I hope it was entertaining. Never know. You can never know when you don't have an agenda on these live feeds how it's going to go or what direction you're going to go in. But I appreciate everybody participating, hopping in and hanging out. And until next time, as always, happy collecting.